Hi everyone, welcome to Learn Vlog with Khadija, and I'm still your girl Khadija Abdulrazak. So today we're going to be discussing child language acquisition. But before we delve into this, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you very much. So as I said earlier, we'll be discussing child language acquisition. So what is child language acquisition? Child language acquisition refers to the process children go through to acquire their first or native language. So in my earlier community posts for this channel, I discussed the difference between the two terms, native language, which is the first language, and the mother tongue language. So if you want to learn about the difference between these two terms, kindly check the community posts. Going further, my discussion will revolve around the study of Safety 2020 on child language acquisition. When it comes to child language acquisition, there are different approaches and theories that I have discussed how children acquire their first language. So we're discussing three out of those different theories or approaches. So the first theory is the behaviorist theory or the behaviorist approach, which states that children are born in a blank state, which is known as tabula rasa, that they are born in a blank state and they acquire language by imitating the speech of people in their environment. That is, they acquire a language just as the way they will acquire or learn a new behavior. So that is the behaviorist approach. So the next approach or theory is the nativist approach, which is linked to Noam Chomsky. So this particular theory states that children are not born in a blank state, but they possess that innate ability to acquire language. So they don't imitate, they have that innate skill to acquire language naturally. So the last approach is the functional approach that relates to the fact that a child learns a language based on the way his or her level of cognition is being built in different speech contexts, such as when the child is playing or when the child is interacting with his or her parents. As a linguist, I don't support the claim that children are born in a blank state, because there are several proofs that indicate that children possess this innate ability to do certain things. For example, babies have this innate skill of sucking their mother's breast. I mean, they are not being taught this thing. They don't learn it or acquire this thing through imitating others. They have this innate skill. So I also believe that children have this innate skill of acquiring language. They have the innate skill of acquiring language. So as a linguist, while I believe that children possess this innate skill to acquire language, I mean, no one really taught us. We can't really remember when someone sat us down while we were young, teaching us how to speak our first language or our native languages. We can't really remember. We can't really note a specific time whereby maybe our parents or caregivers sat us down to start teaching us our native languages or our first languages. So while I believe that children possess this innate skill to acquire language, I also believe that there are different things that contribute to how children acquire language. So one of those things is the type of environment or the type of people a child is being exposed to. For example, if a child grows up in an environment whereby people speak a particular language fluently, so it's also possible for that child to grow up speaking that language fluently or having a good usage of that particular native or first language. So another thing is the type of language that is being utilized in an environment where a child grows. So let's say, for example, a child grows in an environment where they utilize negative words, let's say F words. So it is also possible for that child to grow up using those negative words fluently, which is why it is vital for people, especially parents, to be intentional with the type of speech context they are exposing their children to. So I'm gonna be stopping here today. If you are just joining me for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel and also like and share this video. Also like and share this video. In addition, let us know your comments in the comment section. Have you learned something new today? How do you find this particular video? Let us know in the comment section. So see you next time. Bye bye.